Hey there, friend. How you doing? Welcome to Soulvine. This is Jamie, and yes, we are checking in, Pisces, for your energy, sun, moon, and rising. Let's see what is going on for the week ahead and how we can best support your journey. All right. Hope you had a good weekend, whatever you did. All right. What is going on for you, Pisces? Let's just start off here. I can see the cards getting a bit excited. So we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Got the Four of Cups. So that's already two fours that you've got in here. For the week ahead, what do we have for Pisces? King of Wands. Got the Sun smack bang in the middle. We've got the Page of Wands, Three of Swords, we have the Death energy, and then Judgment. Okay. Let's have a look at what's on the bottom. Knight of Swords. Okay. Pisces. There's definitely some energy here about either not feeling really secure about something, wanting to hold on. It also seems to be a situation that's worrying you. So something that you maybe feel like you're losing, or maybe feel like you're not growing in a certain area. Something that you may even feel that's slipping away, slipping out of your hands here. And yeah, it's taking, it seems, a bit of a toll in terms of your energy, your thoughts, just something taken over a little bit. And worrying about, I don't know, I feel like the way I'm seeing it is like something slipping through your hands is what the energy is coming through like. And then the Four of Cups, it could be, a way to protect yourself is that you're withdrawing, okay? You're withdrawing, and at the same time it feels like you're withdrawing, but at the same time to protect yourself, but also trying to find a different energy to connect into to support yourself, because whatever this is in relation to, you do have a King of Wands energy, so that is fire sign. Interesting too, we do have the Sun, which is Leo energy, more fire. So this could relate to Sag, Aries, and Leo. If you're concerned about money right now, and that's stressing you out a little bit. Maybe you're finding you're just not feeling connected to anything specific right now, like something may not, or just situations are not exciting you. There could be a change here for you where you get this energetic power, kind of come through and go, you know what? I'm just going to go work hard and work on this. That's the kind of energy that's coming through here. There's something that ends up or may capture your attention, or someone that you meet inspires you in terms of finding a direction and going with that. Because the Page of Wands too, I mean, there just could be good news coming through or coming around either which way. Because the Page of Wands is some news, some excitement. Because if there has been areas of your life where you felt, or a specific area of your life where you felt like things have been challenging, I feel like there's good news coming through, and there's a change on the horizon with this Three of Swords, Death energy, and Judgment. So yeah, whatever you've been, I'm even hearing the word a little desperate about, and I take that more so in a sense of concern that you're going to lose something or not going to achieve something by a certain time. And again, it seems to be this little worry, or also like lack of momentum or lack of drive to go towards a certain direction. It's like something's not catching for you. And that's part of what could be part of the frustration. But I do feel like there is going to be a surge in energy, and things are going to become clear. And maybe you're going to start having conversations. Maybe someone's not going to understand those things that you want to share. But whatever comes through here, I feel like if you have been feeling a little bit lost or have been feeling a little bit challenged, just in feeling full within yourself, that that's going to change. It's going to transform. There's going to be a change there on that specific area of your life. And with this judgment energy, there's a time to awaken. There's a time to be able to reflect. And we'll see what that reflection is in terms of, making a decision or a direction that you're heading through. On the bottom, we've got the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Chariot, and then the King of Cups. This is nice energy. So it does seem like there is some news that's going to come through here with an offer and things move forward here, Pisces. And then like King of Cups, Nine of Cups, there's something with very strong meaning, determination. I do like we have the Chariot, that's Cancerian energy. We've got the King of Cups, again, strong Pisces, Scorpio energy, and Nine of Cups too. So there's something here that seems to be fulfilling you, but maybe right now you're just not feeling it. But I can see there's going to be a bit of a change there on the horizon. Let's have a look at what's happening underneath all this in terms of influencing this situation. Kind of what's happening underneath it. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords and the Seven of Wands. And the Four of Swords. Okay. Yeah, it seems like you're quite defensive of something. It could be something that you're trying to protect in terms of what is yours, what you own, what you're wanting to create. And there could, like I said, also be this frustration underneath is like, I don't know what I want to do. I think you can feel it, but you're worried that something's slipping through your hands is just the energy that it keeps on coming through. So I'm not sure in what context or what you're experiencing right now, Pisces, but I do feel there is a decision that needs to be made and something that needs to be made that's true to you, right? The Seven of Wands, while that can be, protective energy, it's also something that you believe in for yourself. But again, there's this part of you that may be part of this timing or part of this reflection or part of this process of making a decision is that you just need to know that you're going to be safe, that you're going to be okay through this process. And maybe too, you just need time out from all things until it becomes clear. You don't want to be making any hasty decisions is what it feels like. It's kind of like you just don't want things to be so hard or so difficult. And I think that's what you're trying to, some of you, I feel like you're maybe feeling like you just got your head above water right now and you're waiting for that sign, that answer, So I feel like we're coming a bit of a circle, Pisces, from, a few months ago, where it kind of felt like that. And then you started rising again, right? You started building this momentum. And it feels like right now it's, again, I just feeling a little bit of struggle somewhere, guys, in terms of what you're trying to achieve, whether, again, this is around work, your finances, a connection or a relationship of some kind. It just, something hasn't hit the mark yet, and that's what you're worried about. Let's see where this is all going. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so we've got the Ten of Pentacles. So this is strong home front energy. Maybe some of you are married or in a connection or a commitment of some kind, and you're just seeking, strength in support, in stability. There could be some money coming through as well for you if that's been on your mind. What else do we need to know about this situation? Thank you. We've got the Ten of Swords. Eight of Swords, strength energy, King of Swords. You could be waiting to hear something too, is what's coming through. We've got the Two of Wands. And the Moon energy. Then underneath you got the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, so for some of you, you could be waiting to hear from someone on a decision. Maybe things have been quiet, not much response. It could be vice versa energy. But what I'm also sensing here, Pisces, is that You know, maybe there has been some ending or some difficulty around the home front. Maybe you feel here like someone that you relied on, you know, didn't follow through. Someone that you anticipate or expected to show up here didn't follow through. Or that's what you're worried that they're not going to. So this could be part of the experience, is like, hang on, I was expecting this to come through. I was expecting this to, you know, support me for what's next. And maybe someone's not holding their end of the bargain here. But I think there's also something here, Pisces, about the doubts that you have. How can you move forward? What is it that you can do to take back your power, to take back your strength, I guess you can say, to move forward? Acknowledging the things that you do have, acknowledging who you are, because it seems like you're questioning something. I don't feel you've got an answer yet, or again, you're kind of stuck at a place of making a decision or waiting on a decision here around something, and that's why it could feel like you're worried it's slipping through or it's not coming through here. But I do feel that it is. But underneath, there's some worry either around someone's behavior or the way someone's showing up to a situation on what you should be doing. And you could also still, amongst all this, be going through your own I think things that you've been experiencing, maybe they're things that you're dealing with yourself in addition to this, right? Maybe you're working through, some past experiences and building your own strength and building your own appetite for, what's next. I'm just getting a sense here, though, that the more that you shine, there's a bit of trust. And I don't know if the trust matter. Like, how much do you trust yourself, Pisces? And I think that's something to look at, because I think that's a key part to this, is how much do you trust yourself? So is that part of this decision-making process, that maybe something that happened in the past that, something broke down, or you didn't listen to yourself, and now you sometimes doubt your decision-making process, right? There's something here about trust, I feel, is a big component, but something about self and something about empowerment is really important here. And I do feel that, I feel like there's a little bit of, you're being asked to kind of push something away to step back into your own power. So I'm not sure what that is that you need to push away. I don't know where you're focusing right now, but to pay attention to that. Where are you focusing your energy right now? Because I feel like you need to bring that energy back to yourself and what it is that you want, and what action and activity and thoughts and empowerment, again, can you give to yourself to support this? Because I feel that when you do that, you'll gain some further clarity here. You'll be able to make decisions and take, I think also recognize that it's okay to have standards, and it's okay to have high standards. It's okay to, have self-discipline and think things through, right? And I can see here that something is just not connecting for you. So we kind of need to work our way back through this. But I do see that you're making a change. I do see that you're opening up. You could be ending something. You could be kind of done with something. But the Two of Wands is, again, coming back to this place of, after you're taking a step forward, after you're getting clear on the things that you want, it's like you are making a decision here on what's next. And a part of it could feel scary because you don't have all the answers, because maybe you're not exactly sure what to do. And maybe a part of what you're going through, you're not telling anyone. Maybe a part of what you're doing, you want to trust yourself and your intuition, but maybe there's this little bit of fog that you're feeling, and hence the doubt, or hence the worry of this slipping through, that you may be going into a little bit of self-doubt. Again, lack of trust of self. And I think that's something to flag here, Pisces, on the trust component of self. It's like you're not sure what to do or what to believe in here. But you do underneath have the Seven of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Ace of Cups. So there is further confirmation here as you step forward this week that the decision that you make, what you put time in, what you put energy in, what you put effort in, ends up paying off. And I think a key part is how are you leading in that? Are you doing it with confidence or are you doing it with doubt? Because that energy is going to make a difference here. Are you doing it with trust that it's going to lead you in the right direction? Because what I do see here is there is a lot of care. There's a lot of devotion, or something or someone that you end up connecting with or joining, forces with, or learning about, or discovering, whether this is a person already in your life or coming through. There's something really powerful about this beginning here. So if you're in doubt or have been in doubt or concerned something slipping through your hands, I feel like there is an opportunity that presents itself here. And maybe too, sometimes, situations that have left us feeling a bit, lacking, that drive and motivation. Sometimes we kind of feel switched off and there just isn't that ambition or drive. But when I think there's a new energy or a new power that comes in, we start seeing other things kind of fall away. And if that's what's happening here, because I do see that there is something that perhaps you learn, or someone approaches you, or someone talks to you about a situation that you have felt doubtful about, or that you have felt isn't going to work, or you may be feeling like, what am I doing wrong? Like, why isn't this just working? Why isn't this just coming through? I think there's going to be a change in that season, a change in that energy. And that's where you get to make different decisions. And maybe there is a part of it that you end something because you just feel like it's not giving the way that you want it to give. Maybe you just like, I want to change the way things have been done. This is what I did in the past and it didn't work. So what can I do differently? But there are some doubts around shaking up that, shaking that tree or shaking that energy up. But I do feel like, again, the more that you put the energy into the things that you can have some form of success, some form of growth, and some form of progress, and that's where you put your time and energy in, that's where things expand. And that's where things start feeling good. You shift from this not feeling, motivated, feeling a little disheartened, to, wow, I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling love for this. I'm feeling cared for. I'm feeling like this is the start that I needed. This is the energy that I needed. So I do feel someone is coming through. I do feel that you're going to get the clarity, but it seems like there is something or someone or a situation that has ended, or maybe once upon a time ended. Maybe it hasn't ended now, but that's part of what you're doubting. Maybe you have had success in the past. Maybe you have had stability in the past. Maybe you had this happy, grounded, really connected life, and something changed along the way. And now you doubt your success, your progress, your ability to do things. And, sometimes a part of that is that self-talk that isn't supportive. And sometimes it is just past experiences that, for some reason, love to remind us of the things that didn't work, or the things that have left us in a certain situation. So what can you do, again, to pull that power back for yourself? Because I think the more that you do that and recognize, your brilliance, and you recognize what you're capable of, and keep focusing on that and make new plans and step forward, that's when you're going to see, oh, I've actually put effort in this. It's really valued and it's really cared for, and it actually excites me and actually makes me feel more alive here. And then we even have the Empress underneath. So it's also letting us know that there is something, that is fertile, that wants to bloom, that wants to blossom here, if that's something that you also want to do. So there's a lot of, I think, motivating energy around you, but it seems like you do need to shift through something. And I wonder if you're putting too much weight on someone else making decisions for you, rather than you making the decision that you need to make for you. If you were had these high standards of self, what decision would you make if you were in the best position possible? All right. It's embodying that energy and trusting that that's what, can show up and be delivered. What's meant for you will show up, Pisces. And I strongly believe in that. I am going to go to the extended and dive in more on what, this energy is about, what further advice, that you need. We'll have a look more of what this ending is about and kind of where it's taking us. But I'm going to leave it there. It's awesome to have you here. If you are joining us for the extended, it is the first link below, and I'll catch you later, friend. Bye.